What is up, YouTube? Illusions here, and today what you were watching is my first video in probably 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. The reason I've been busy, I haven't been posting videos because it's been the holidays and all that stuff. Right now it's New Year's Day, and I'm recording this. My family just left my house. You're looking at my door, by the way. So I decided that I have acquired, since my last setup video, which was like 150 subscribers ago, something like that, that I had actually acquired several new pieces of equipment and things that I use in my everyday gaming. So I thought that I would make a new setup video. And also my room is a little bit tidier than it is typically, so I thought, well, why not do this while it's tidy, because this won't last long. So let's jump into it. You're looking at my door. I don't really know why I'm going over all this stuff. There's some baseball jerseys of mine. Over here I have a stereo, my watch, some change, my car keys, all that stuff. That's a pile of clothes, a bed, all that stuff, guitars. So that's all the nonsense. You've seen all the nonsense now. Over here I have, I don't know if you can see that, but there's 4 Xbox controllers in there, Xbox 360 controllers in there, because I've gone through controllers like crazy. Obviously now I just use a SCUF. But back in the day when I didn't use a SCUF, I broke controllers like crazy. I've acquired them all. This is actually a Razer Onza Tournament Edition, and it's pretty messed up right now too. Below that, we have some Colt stuff, an autograph thing, some Bose headphones, and an iPad. I use those mainly when I travel. Below that, we have some trophies and some movies and some boxes and all that stuff. So let's just move on from there. Here is the actual, let me see if I can back up enough, gaming setup. This is the rig right now. This is what we have going on. So let me just start, can I point? Yeah, I can. Let's start pointing at things. Over here we have a Sony Bravia, I believe it's a 32-inch TV, and it is sitting on top of my DirecTV, that is weird, my DirecTV TV receiver thing, which is on top of that is my Astro box that my Astros came in, obviously, because the TV, as you can see over there, would hit the desk and wouldn't fit in on this TV stand, this little area, if it wasn't for that. From there, we have an Xbox 360 with Astros on them. Let's actually just start moving in. From there, we have my Xbox 360 with my Astro headset sitting on top of them. We have some TV remotes. My mouse pad, because, dear God, I cannot point. My mouse pad, because the wireless mouse, I hate wireless mouses, but it won't work because I have a plastic sheet over this table, over the desk to protect it. So we have my mouse pad there. I don't really like having it there. There actually used to be a drawer, a roll-out drawer underneath this desk that my keyboard, which is over there, would sit on, and my mouse would sit on too, and I wouldn't have this stuff, all this clutter up here. But it broke one day. I don't know how. It just kind of randomly fell off when I was using it, so we haven't been able to fix it. So I've had to put this stuff on top of the desk, and it's kind of a nuisance. So below the Xbox 360 and all that stuff, we have my Astro mix amp with all kinds of cable clutter. I'd actually have cleaned up cables. You can't really see that because it is the evening time. I wanted to do this in the daytime, but my family was over. But we have all kinds of cable clutter, but I have cleaned it up with zip ties a little bit. It is still kind of a nuisance, and it does bother me, but it doesn't bother me near as much because I have been able to clean some of it up with zip ties. Over there, we have my capture device by Roxio HD Pro. Yes, I do use that, and it actually does work pretty well. It is obviously not the greatest. I really want to invest in an Elgato, but I'm not sure I'm ready to spend the money on it right now, because I do have a device right now to record. But moving on from there, over here we have, okay, we're going to have to bring some of the stuff into the light. Oh, by the way, this is a new chair. I bought this. Most of the stuff haven't been gifts, guys, by the way. Most of the stuff I have had to buy on my own. But I bought this chair. It was $170 at Staples, but I bought it for $100. Because I was randomly sitting in my other office chair, and the back almost fell completely off when I leaned back. It still worked, and the chair still fit and everything, but I just assumed get a new chair as soon as I could, so I did, and I went out like 2 days later and bought a new office chair. Let me do that. I don't know. I'm recording this with an iPhone 4S, by the way. So let me pull some things out from under here. This see this in light, is my Xbox 360 wireless controller. I use that when I play like GTA and things like that. It doesn't get used that often, but it is for the games that aren't Call of Duty. And obviously, because I am a competitive Call of Duty player, I have a SCUF Gaming controller. This is orange. It looks kind of red in this. It is orange. Which I actually had to buy new replacement paddles for. So I got those over the holidays as well. But I also had to buy those myself. That was like $14 for these replacement paddles. 'Cause my other ones were cracked. It worked, but I had to be really cautious with them so I wouldn't break them off. So yeah, this is like I want to say I spent probably $150 on this. It's got trigger stops, paddles, obviously the custom orange, and I did not get a dome stick. I have the 360 stick. And that stuff sits on top of, you can't see this at all, but believe it or not, that is sitting on top of a computer. It's a Dell Inspiron, I believe. It isn't a monster, but it gets what I need it to get done. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Directly in front of me, I'm sitting in my chair now. You were looking at what I look at when I'm playing. Let me scoot back a little bit because it's really zoomed in for some reason. That is a Samsung 21.5-inch monitor with a 2 millisecond response time, and I don't know the exact quality specs on it, but I know they're good. I don't know the actual number though. And over there, excuse me, is a like 18 or 19-inch Dell monitor that came with my PC. And that sits, and below that are two Logitech speakers that I use for my PC, and my wireless keyboard, which I also don't like wireless keyboards. But I'm not a computer gamer, so I really don't need anything special there. I would like a better PC for rendering videos and things like that, but that will come hopefully in the future. Now, the main new things that I have gotten are this chair that I'm sitting in right now, and actually I got an Xbox One. Now that was a gift for Christmas. That was my Christmas gift, an Xbox One. I got a bunch of other things too, but the Xbox One was the main thing. And that, as you can see, is sitting right here. I've been trying to keep it out of the camera view this entire time, but it's sitting right here. Here's my Xbox One controller, and this is my Xbox One. Speaking of which, let's turn some of this stuff on. Turn my monitor on and turn my TV on. Now, I have this set up very specifically, because I didn't know how I was going to fit all the stuff on this desk and how it was going to work with having the monitor there and having an Ethernet cable and all that stuff and TV and all that nonsense. So I actually have this rigged pretty nicely. Let me get this off the screen. The monitor sits on top of the Xbox One, and the monitor is only hooked up to the 360. That's also what my capture device is hooked up to, the 360 and the monitor. That is the only thing it is hooked up to. So I had to find out what I wanted to, if I wanted to buy a splitter or something like that to get it to work with my Xbox One to work with a monitor and all that stuff. And I decided against that because then I would have to plug my Astros into the Xbox One and all that stuff, and it would get really, really annoying. So also my Astros are only plugged into the 360. So what I did do is I plugged the Xbox One into the TV. As you can see, I have Rise, Son of Rome up. I don't have any Call of Duties for the Xbox One, and it's mainly just for a casual thing, and I'm kind of just preparing for when competitive Call of Duty does finally switch over to the Xbox One, which I don't foresee happening until the next Call of Duty in November. So basically, what is that? That's 11 months away. So that's quite a ways away. If it does happen, I believe that is when it will first happen. If it doesn't happen then it might happen the next Call of Duty. I don't know. But I wanted to be ready, so I got the Xbox One now. And it was a gift, so I didn't have to pay anything. But the main thing is I wanted it so I wouldn't have to spend thousands of dollars at once to get all of my equipment set up for the Xbox One, to get a SCUF, to get the game, to get the actual console and all that stuff. I actually don't have the Kinect hooked up, as you can see. But yeah, so I really had to figure this out, and I did figure it out, and I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. But I have some shelves up here. I don't have much stuff on. But, what was I going to say? I don't have the Kinect set up. The Kinect is still in this box. I don't have that set up. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Kinect's pretty much a piece of junk anyway, so I doubt that I really need it. But, it's still in that box. Also, the headset they give you is in that box too, and it's also a piece of crap. But I won't be using that when I finally do start playing the Xbox One competitively. Hopefully they'll have the headset adapters, and I can use my Astros. But anyways, that is basically my setup. Let me scoot this chair in. Actually, hold on. Let me sit down in the chair, give you my view. This is my view when I'm playing. I can easily turn over here and look at my computer, which I usually have TweetDeck or something like that up and running. And when I play Xbox One, I can just turn over here, or I can scoot my chair in right around here and play that. But I only have a couple games for the Xbox One. I have Rise, Son of Rome, Assassin's Creed 4, and NBA 2K14. And I actually haven't been playing it much. I've been playing a lot of 8s on 360 and Call of Duty lately. But let me zoom out here and get this chair out of the way and show you kind of the whole setup here. Dear God, I gotta get back. That is kind of what we're working with. That is basically the view of what we're working with. And this has taken me years to acquire. Obviously, I did not get this stuff overnight, and most of it actually wasn't bought from my parents. Xbox One I was actually lucky enough to get as a gift, but most of it I had to acquire on my own. I want to say 95% of it I had to acquire on my own, and it did take time, and it did take a lot of money. But this is what we are working with today. I'm hoping to add some things in the next coming months and in future. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, because that is all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave it below. If you have any questions about any of the equipment I use or how much it costs or where I got it, leave the comments below. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you also want to see more videos like this, let me know. I plan on doing an Xbox One console review in the upcoming days. I do plan on getting back to uploading videos. I've just been really distracted lately and haven't had the drive to do it, but I'm kind of getting it back, so hopefully we will have some more videos in the near future. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have had a happy holidays, and yeah, I hope you have a nice day.